Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will dive into Completable thread. This video is a continuation of the previous one on the threads. If you haven't watched that video yet, I recommend checking it out first before proceeding with this one. Now, let's explore Completable thread. What is completable? A completable is a type of observable that doesn't emit any element, but it will either complete successfully or emit an error. It is typically used for the operation that don't need to return a value, but you still want to know if they succeed or failed. Use case of this completable: you might use this completable when you want to perform an action like saving a data or making a network call, but you don't care about the result. You just wanted to know whether it succeed or failed. Let's try this with the example. So I have created a function, save data to database function, which will return a completable and accept the parameter result type, which is type of bool. Based on the result type, it will return a completed or error observable event. Completable.create method that allow you to create a custom completable observable. This closure this closure passed to this method receive a parameter completable observable, which is an instance of completable observer. This completable observer has a two possible events. So if you go to this create method, it will accept the parameter that is type of completable observer, and if you go to this completable event, it will have it is a type of enum which will have the two cases, completed and error. So dot completed, this signals that the operation was completed successfully, and the error signals that the operation failed and an error is produced. And this dispose.create, this is the way of managing the resource cleanup. Dispose.create creates an empty disposable, meaning that there are no additional cleanup required in this specific area. Now let's subscribe to this save data to database function. This subscribe method takes up the three closure as a parameter: on completed, on error, on disposed, depending on which events you want to handle. On completed closure, that is called when the observable emits an completed event. On error closure, that is called when the observable emits an error. On disposed closure, that is called when the subscription is disposed of, meaning the observer unsubscribes from the observable or the observable is no longer in use. So let me run this code. Now, if you see here, I am passing the result type as a true, and here I have written a business logic that if the result type is true, return the completed event. That's why it is this on completed closure get called, and if you see in the console, the data saved successfully get printed. Now if you observe here, this completed event is not returning anything, it's just passing the completed. It is not emitting any data, it just emitting the value that is completed. Now let me pass the parameter as a false, and we'll check the output. Now since I pass the result type parameter as a false, this error event get triggered and it goes under this on error closure, and that's why this error saving data get printed. To summarize this video, save data to database returns a completable if the data is saved successfully. On completed, callbacks is triggered if the error is occurred. On error, callback is triggered. Use completable when you don't want to care about the value, but you want to know whether the operation succeed or failed. In this video, we have learned how the RxSwift completable thread works. Play around this completable thread in your own project. In the next video, we will see maybe trait in detail. Leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions for the future videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the bell icon for more RxSwift tutorials. Thanks for watching and happy coding.